Welcome to this week's episode of Project Sullivan.
I'm Gogo.
And I'm Gilbert. Make a long story short, we fabricate our brackets to hold our light bar on
Fabrication. No breathing. Don't give a crap if I cut my arm bleeding.
Today. Last week we planned out how it's going to go. This week we're going to put our plan into action.
Stay tuned, because all this and more are on this week's episode of Project Sullivan.
Might become Spider-Man today. There's a bunch of spiders under here. Hopefully one of them's radioactive. Do you know what time it is? It's time for one run. Works 100% of the time, sometimes. The seat's got its expansion slot missing for your leg to fit better. Right here, the one and done didn't have enough power to get it over the hill, so we had to pop it into four-wheel drive. On the plus side, we know the four-wheel drive works. Me and that buzzer had a little bit of a discussion, and we decided it shouldn't buzz no more. Wow, look at that rust! Holy rust, Batman! I'm gonna miss that screw. And for the low price of $750, we can sell you our specially designed tool. Let's use the world's biggest hammer. Pull out my wire strippers. This is the light bar we're gonna put on. It's the I don't know where it came from special. Cause why buy it when you can spend way too much money building it instead? Tell us in the comments below if Gogo's gonna hit the camera with the truck.
Don't be betting on that.
Now to hide the fact that it's angle iron and bed frame, and we'll cut the angle on this side. Get a few tack wheels down.
How's it going?
I've made things hotter than they were before.
Of course. With welding, that's kind of what you do.
Oh. And this is why we tack weld. Now that I have this tack welded, let's see if this is the direction we're going. It looks like the middle of the light bar gets really close to the road. So I'm raising it up just a touch. Now that I have an idea of where I like it, I'll clean up the metal so Gogo can practice MIG welding and finish welding this thing. Welding montage time.
I like the way it looks like with orange.
Now what I need to do is, I'm going to mark right here. Trying to figure out, I kind of want this to cut in a little. Is that enough cut in? I could always cut it again, I guess. The other thing we need to work on is our length here. So we need to get the measuring tape. That's what we're going to do, is go get the measuring tape. So we can measure between this bracket and that bracket. So we can cut this off and make a plate that connects here. All right, Gogo.
What's up?
Measure to the bottom of this right here on that side. Looks like 54 inches exactly. Lost the bolt forever. Now when the Air Force decides to stop flying by. Okay, get my straight edge here.
Tell us down in the comments below on how you build this light bar hole. And if we're overcomplicating it. C-clamp comes in to save the day. Some C-clamp action again.
Now that I made those 3 cuts, let's be respectful of the metal that's extremely hot right now. That I don't burn myself like yesterday. Let's look at this up close. We cut it right here. That way it's going to set like this. Maybe it'll cut in a little. We'll probably take that on the grinder. And then hopefully that's close enough to level for the light. And we cut this little wing off just for aesthetics so it looks better. So let's do that on the next one. And Gogo's going to cut this one.
God dang it.
Then we'll draw the other side. Then we're going to go put it on the truck to see if we have our lines right before we cut this. Because there's no turning back after we cut this.
Well, there is.
Well, there's re-weld, grind,
Yeah.
weld, grind, respectively. But I'd like to avoid that. Throw that back in our scrap pile. I'm sure we'll use it again later. Now let's go check this out. Clearly we marked the angle in the wrong direction. Time to cut off the extra wing that looks hideous. Go. Let's cool this off real quick. My calibration eye was off a little bit. I don't think we should worry. Luckily our welder has welding gap setting.
Any advice for people who are trying to work in the hottest desert or trying to work in a hot desert during the summer?
Stay out of the sun. I deserve that.
Do you not have a good enough ground?
Nope. It's always best to start a fire. We're becoming the champions at starting fires around here. I didn't burn it. I was fire hardening it.
Right. Right, that's totally how that works.
Now what I'm trying to do is, I want to put 2 tack welds right here, right?
Okay.
Just on this side, one here and one here. That way we can move this up and down where it's level. We'll put it on the truck, get it in place, mark it, then take it off and weld it. Even when I tack weld, I ain't afraid of no gap. I ain't afraid of no gap. We got one weld here and one weld here. That way we can still swing it to where we can make it level. While Gogo's tightening that other one down, let's get over here and see if we can get our first glimpse of kind of what we're going to be building here, or what we're getting going. At first glance, I could already tell you it looks like the driver's side is a little high. I'm trying hard not to lose my edge. Hold on. 51 minus. Okay, so what if we're off by 1/8 of an inch? That seems weird, because that thing looks way taller than the other side. That's where it gets tricky. Okay, so that's 4.5. 4.5.
Holy crap, there's already marks there.
Is it the ones I had originally?
Yes.
Damn it, I was accidentally right earlier. Okay, go ahead and close it. Go get some more jacks.
Go to the rescue! Tell me something I don't know.
So, we're swapping the other pieces out. I already told you I got a little chunk of mild steel here. That way it's easier to drill through. And we're just going to weld that right into place and follow the lines that are there. So we'll drill this first and then continue on. Let me switch the camera around. Drill one right there. Don't put a lot of pressure on it, just a little. Because, you know, you should be using chain lube when you drill a hole.
Nailed it.
Perfect. Now do the other one. It's on the other side. There you go. Now flip it over and pop it.
Perfecto.
Yep. Well, now that I've got as far as I am, what I'm going to do is kind of ground it up a little bit. Now I'm going to kind of cut it square. I may cut it, I may not quite cut it square. We'll see. We'll see. See what I mean? Look how weird shape that is. I might cut that sharp point off at least. Probably round off the corners a little more and we'll be ready to go. Gonna use the old calibration eye again. See if I can get this. Try to smooth this out so the plate has a nice flat place to be against. You can see my welds are pretty good. Try to knock down some of the spatter on the hole. I'm gonna have to grind these welds, but good thing I welded it on both sides, inside and outside, so that's gonna be strong. That's gonna be more than strong.
Hi, camera. The shop area is cluttered. Just go over here. Put you guys over here. And welcome to the world of Logan. You are as tall as me now. How does that look from over there, Dad?
Tilt the light down a little. I like it.
God, that looks good.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Project Sullivan. If you've been watching this long, you might as well subscribe.
Why not? I mean, it's free. Maybe next week we'll have a little bit more. Go. That's the whole reason you guys come to this channel. You all know.
Exactly.
Don't forget to come back next week. We're going to be wiring this light bar. Maybe, just maybe, Sasquatch will make a secret appearance.
Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Project Sullivan. And if you want to see the rest of this build, the playlist should be on the screen.
Somewhere here, I swear.
See you next week.
All right, here on Project Sullivan.